R. Kelly's new trial starts today, and he's asking the judge to ban any jurors that seen the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. And he already got sentenced to 30 years already. This is a whole new trial. He could be sentenced to another 30 years if he's found guilty. And it said Kelly and his legal team has filed a motion to disqualify jurors who have seen any portion of the 2019 documentary Surviving R. Kelly, which detailed all the stuff he did from the point of view of his accusers and his family. His legal team fears that those who've seen the docuseries will present some type of bias in the case. R. Kelly legal team said any potential juror who has watched any portion of this docuseries must be disqualified for cause on whether they could be fair. Too great a risk exists. So I guess what he's trying to say is the people that watch the Surviving R. Kelly documentary is going to be the same people that already have their opinion formed about R. Kelly before they know any facts. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the reason why R. Kelly got locked up in the first place. Like, he was good, and then I remember that Surviving R. Kelly documentary came out. And then once that came out, that's when all the girls that was living with him, they started speaking out. Then people started figuring out what was going on. And then that's when he got locked up. Not too long after the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. Because his allegations started in the mid-90s when he murdered Aaliyah when she was 15, he was 27. That's when people was like, what? R. Kelly did what? The hell wrong with R. Kelly? That's when I believe it first started. But this generation, like the kids that was born in between 95 to, I'll say 95 to 2005, they don't know nothing about what R. Kelly did in the past. When they was growing up, R. Kelly, he was already a huge superstar. So he was already being acquitted of all the stuff in the early 2000s. It already was over. He got off. But he kept on doing the same things over and over and over. He kept being cocky. He was like, y'all can't catch me. He was that cocky. He was saying in interviews, y'all can't catch me. So as time went on, it was still allegations of what he was doing. He was still being like questioned, but it was nothing concrete. But when that Surviving R. Kelly documentary in 2019, that's when the kids that was born between 95 and 2005, like I said, they was like, oh, R. Kelly was doing what? He did. Oh my gosh, he's terrible. He's a disgusting human being. This, that, now the whole world know what R. Kelly was doing. Not just the people born in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Now the whole world know what R. Kelly doing. So I feel like that documentary mixed with, the previous speculations, that prompted an investigation to look further in, not what R. Kelly done in the past, but what he's still doing as of today. Like, it was a lot of parents wanting their kids back home, but their kids was over 18, so legally they couldn't do nothing about it. So I'm assuming they was calling lawyers and saying what they could do, and that's when the investigators started. And it's a whole bunch of cases and a whole bunch of stuff he done did. And today, the trial started for the stuff involving manners. It's alleged that he got some, I guess you could say photos of him involving some girls and boys underage. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to keep it clean as possible, because this is a sensitive platform when it comes to certain topics. But all I'm gonna say is, man, it looked like R. Kelly might get another 10, 15 years, bro, because it ain't looking good. But we gotta wait and see what y'all think about this. Boy B. Moose.